We've seen people that are being devastated by poverty, by recession, have been excluded, marginalised, lost their homes. And so there's a responsibility on us who have a different message, who have an alternative message, to come up and speak out and be the voice of those people. We need to be inclusive, we need to represent everyone. So it's not just those who have been marginalised, it's also those who have done well, but still have a view in relation to our country and how they want to see. They have a fairness about them. So it's involving everyone. So there's a responsibility on us, but there's a responsibility of those people from the past as well. People talked in terms of those times when people ran elections and fought in elections on the basis and all the difficulties and all the stuff that they had to, endure at the doors and so on. But they did it, and many of them are no longer with us. But there's a new generation coming through. Young women like Sarah, young women right across this city, young men who right across this city, that is good, if not better, than my generation. So there's many grey hairs in the audience. That doesn't matter. What matters tonight is that we're united and that we believe. We believe in ourselves and believe in this party. We're married.
I'm very proud and humbled to accept your nomination to stand in the general election. Growing up in Belfast during the war, I can't remember a time when I wasn't political. As kids, we were so aware of what was happening around us. Armed soldiers were patrolling the streets, roads were closed at night so we couldn't get in or out of our West Belfast ghetto. The constant fear that your dad would be the one who didn't come home from work. Soldiers and police storming in, destroying your home. Those who should have been the guardians of peace were making it clear to us that we were second-class citizens. The only ones who could provide a voice for us were Sinn Féin. All the women in my family were active, some were jailed whilst only teenagers. What we had in common was the urge to challenge the status quo, the fight against injustice and inequality. This was a struggle which wasn't confined to the 6 counties. Seán Crowe was politically active at this time and hasn't stopped since. But thank God those days are gone. I live in the leafy suburb of Rathfarnham now. My daughter has a happy, carefree existence and the better chances in life that come from having an educated mother. But injustice still exists. It's clearly visible here in Dublin. It can be seen in the working poor, in the squeezed middle like me. 137,000 children living in consistent poverty, a figure that's doubled since 2008 under Fine Gael and Labour's austerity agenda. We're not all born equal. The promise contained in the proclamation to cherish all the children of our nation equally still has to be fought for. We're only now voting to extend equal marriage rights to the LGBTI community, and kids from some areas of Dublin 24 are less than 25% likely to go on to third level education compared to 99% in Dublin 6. But there is another way forward, and that way is Sinn Féin. Republicanism isn't new. We're standing on the shoulders of giants. Women like Winifred Carney and Maria Farrell, men like Padraig Pearse and Seán Crowe. Seán Crowe, my running mate, has been part of this struggle since the 70s, and his dedication to achieving a united Ireland inspires us to keep our eyes on the prize, a 32-county socialist republic. Together we'll start a wave that will drown cronyism and elitism, will drown the rotten politics of the past. We're the generation that must deliver on the promises of the proclamation. We know those are goals worth fighting for, and that's what we're going to do. We look forward to a future where equality is at the heart of everything we do, where ordinary citizens like you and me can trust their interests will be looked after, not some faceless bureaucrat in Europe. As a team, we're stronger. Everything Sinn Féin succeeds at because of our teamwork and support for each other. If it weren't for the mentoring and encouragement from Cathal King, I would never have considered putting myself forward. He's told each of us that we're leaders in our communities, that we all have it in our power to make positive changes. So let's start as we mean to go on and make this a campaign to remember. Let's get 2 Sinn Féin TDs elected in Dublin South West. Chuck Cllr.